Hi guys, today I want to practice my English pronunciation, and I thought that you can learn along with me. I feel like the camera should be up a little bit more. Give me a second. Okay, you should be able to see me now clearly with the whiteboard. So the reason why the camera is so close to me because I want you to see my mouth and the pronunciation. As I said previously, I take professional pronunciation lessons fortnightly to improve my pronunciation. And I thought that as I practice my English, I can practice with you guys, and so we can all learn from we can all learn from it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to today I want to practice the vowel, which is which one? So this one is O, 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 O. Okay. So let me write it down correctly. So I don't like this beside way. Okay, so this one is O. It looks like a circle, but it goes in. Okay, O. Okay, so let's practice. Okay, so you don't know how to. Okay, so I give you a word so that you will know what am I talking about. You can see I try to speak slowly because when I speak slowly, I try to pronounce each word correctly. And I think this is very important in English. Although it sounds a little bit awkward, but it will help you to have a clear pronunciation, because in everyday life, we don't seem to, especially for non-native speakers, we don't seem to pronounce the end of the word. So, for example, I say word. Some people may say word, like word. What's that? Because we don't pronounce the word. So that is the reason why you have to pronounce the end of the word. I am now a professional English teacher, but I believe my process of learning is going to help you, because of the questions I have, you will have. And I learned all these knowledge from my teachers. So I believe this is going to be so helpful for the pronunciation. And since I took my lessons, I have learned a lot. And I would say, because this worksheet is from my teacher, so I have to give him the credits. He created this worksheet, and I'm going to just mention a few words to you, so without revealing the whole lot. So yeah, I have to respect him, although I'm not revealing anything here. Okay, so I'm just going to okay. So my teacher, he is ear and speak. He's from Melbourne. His business is in Melbourne. If you want to take English lessons, please go and find him. He is very professional. So yeah, he's going to give you a very good lesson. Ear and speak. Ear and speak. Yeah, he's very professional. Okay, let's go for the first one. So the first one is coat, oat, coat, coat. Can you hear O, 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 O? So it's coat, 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 coat. And another one is, I think this is interesting. No, 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 no. Remember, when you finish of the end of the word, you must pronounce this N, N, N. Can you see my tongue? The tip of my tongue goes up. No, no, no. Oh, do I have a vegetable between my teeth? Goodness, give me a second. Sorry about that, because I have braces, and I have to constantly clean my teeth. I'm embarrassed. Give me a second. I'm coming back. I'm back. I can confirm that was a piece of carrot. Okay. Okay. So that's so it's no, no. As I say, you have to pronounce N, N, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, so you can hear O, 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 no, 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 no. You must pronounce. You must hear the vowel clearly, because there are quite a few different vowels. Sounds they sound similar to non-native speakers. For the native speakers, probably are quite different. For example, the similar vowels would be, one of the similar vowels would be this one. No. Oh, yes, this one. This one. This one. Can you see it? Sorry about the lighting. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so this one is O, O, O. This one is O, O, O. The second one is O, O, O. And what sort of example I can give to you? So we have O. So this one would be this one. This one would be older, older, older. You have to pronounce L as well. So this one, the IPA. IPA is something to help you pronounce the word correctly. Okay. Old, old, old. Yeah. So this is the IPA. Okay. So you can see old. You have to pronounce L, L, L. You have to you need to press your tongue tip behind your front teeth hard. Old, 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 old. Okay, press it hard, and the So the reason I say you need to press it hard, because I couldn't pronounce this word. I didn't know what was going on. I realize, especially when you're pronouncing a T, something like a T, 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 L, O. And so I feel like I'm going everywhere because I'm trying to memorize what have I learned from my English lesson in order to help you, okay? I love to share the knowledge with you. Okay, so for example, if you have a there, 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 and then the other one is, don't you feel they are very similar? You think they are the same? They are not the same. The second one is layer, layer, layer. The first one is there, there, there. The second one is layer, 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 layer. Can you hear the difference? That is the reason why you have to position your tongue correctly. And it can be quite tricky as well. I will say that in my beginning of learning IPA, International Phonetic Alphabets, it was very difficult. But as you get into it, you realize you don't have to particularly know where is this symbol coming from. Because I used to be so curious about who invented this, all sort of questions. But I realized that I just need to see them as a symbol of sound to help me understand how to pronounce certain things, okay? So you don't have to struggle with the facts. You don't know the entire story, because what you need to do is to recognize the sounds and to learn the sound and to pronounce it. It is just a tool to help you. A tool to help you. Okay, the tool to help you pronounce words. Okay, so I hope my teacher is proud of me, because he's tough, but he's a good teacher, okay? I hope he's proud of me teaching you guys about what I have learned from him. Okay, so there, layer, layer, layer. You see, sometimes I forget to pronounce there, layer, 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 there, 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 layer, 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 there, layer, there, layer. I think you don't have to poke out your tongue so much like me. Sometimes I'm too dramatic, okay? Layer, 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 layer. And what you need to do is to pronounce it again and again. That is how you get used to the sounds, and you need to cultivate the correct habits. Because I spoke English for 10 years in my way. right now I'm trying to speak in a different way, not a totally different way, because at least some sounds are correct. And it's very important. It is very important that your environment allows you to speak English. As I mentioned in my book, many immigrants, they prefer to stay in the same group, in the similar cultural group. If they are if they speak Mandarin, they love to spend time with Taiwanese or Chinese. The dangerous part of it is if you don't practice your English, you just can't speak properly. The reason is like a baby, they learn from listening and learning how to talk before they actually learn how to spell, right? So if you don't have that environment, how do you actually mimic the sound? And especially, like my teacher's business is called Hear and Speak. Do you think why did he call this name? Because before I met him, I didn't know the importance of listening and speaking. Oh, I knew that the importance of speaking, but I didn't know the importance of listening, because I always thought, I just mimic it. But if you listen to people clearly, you will hear the slight difference in pronunciation, just like O and O, 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 O. Oh, I feel like I need to practice this a little bit more as well. I didn't do really well on my oh. You can keep your mouth. So in order to pronounce this one, you have to keep your mouth in the O shape and don't move. Oh. And this one is oo, so it's O. This one is O. My lights went off. Give me a second. I just changed my lights. Oh. I'm still here. Don't be impatient, okay? Don't be impatient. Okay, guys, I'm back. Your English will get better. I want to encourage you to keep learning, okay? I understand how difficult it is to be an immigrant, to learn a new language. In the beginning, when I came here 10 years ago, I didn't know how to speak English properly, but today I can teach you something, you know? Because I continue learning along the way. Also, I continue learning the last 10 years. Also, I always try different materials. It's important to try different materials because when you try different materials, you get to know what type, what is suitable for you. Everyone is suitable for different types of materials, so you must try it out, okay? I purchased lots of books as well. So you have to know, you have to learn to invest in your education if you can. Don't. But today we have free resources. I will say, I go down to Melbourne fortnightly on every Friday. The reason is I spent all day in Melbourne just to take 1.5 hours lesson. So because I believe it's more effective if you can correct your pronunciation in person, because it has limits if you are not corrected immediately by the teacher. So I understand the limitation, but as long as you are willing to learn, you get to know this, and you will get the idea of it. And I think this is incredibly helpful. I learned something like this in Taiwan, but it's not IPA. Something that was very similar to IPA, and it was used by American. I don't know now, but some is very similar. But I didn't understand it at all. I don't know why. I tried really hard to learn all these things, but I'm glad my teacher is very good, and I get to learn this, and I understand it. I can read right now. I can even write IPA. It's something incredible, and I would never think that I can write something like this. You have to correct your English. If you notice yourself is pronouncing something incorrectly, you have to constantly correct yourself, and try to move your mouth correctly, because when you speak another language, your mouth is moving in the way that is suitable for your original language. But right now you are speaking English. The movement of the mouth is different again. Some sounds you may never get to pronounce when you were in your country. So that is the reason why we have accents. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to I need some more space. Okay, so let's keep going. The O, it has a gap here. Okay, so we say cold, and no, home. This one is the same as well. Let's practice this field of line. That's so it's cold, no, home. Can you I sometimes feel the sound is quite subtle to me, but I still can hear it's slightly o, you know, like the first one is quite obvious. Coats, coats is like o, coats. Home, home, home. Most, most, most. Goat, goat, gold, 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 gold. Yeah, I think you know all these words, but the thing is, we are just correcting some sounds to make it even more accurate. That's what we are doing here, because they are simple words. You know it, but you sometimes just can't hear the pronunciation. Even for native born Australians, they sometimes can't pronounce words properly either. So that is a reason why it can be difficult for native speakers as well. The reason I do this is because I'm doing public speaking. That is a reason why pronunciation is important to me. Okay, I'm only picking up few words because I'm aware this is my English teacher's material, and I gave him credits, and I only pick up few words to protect his privacy, and he spent time to prepare all this. Okay, so that's it. Good luck to you. Continue learning your English, and thank you for practicing with me. Bye bye.